beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to YouTube, Crystal Records One, CRISTO Records One, or you can go to @FYI Radio Show. Host Yolanda Hinton. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise. Mr. E, it's been a long holiday weekend for us. I tell you what, we're here on Wednesday, and we're here for FYI Radio Show Sports Talk. Or should I say Wednesday Sports Talk?
Wednesday Sports Talk. And guess what it also? You forgot to tell them folk what today is.
What's today, Mr. E?
Today. Home day. That's what today is.
Lord, you cracked me up. Mr. E, that was the greatest.
Thank you so much.
I tell you what, if you're not woke, you're going to be woke.
That's
this
right.
is the middle of the week. You should be up and popping.
And the temperature on the outside is 65 degrees with light rain.
65. Mr. E, I left my house. It was 68, almost 69 degrees.
According to Doppler radar, the temperature on the outside is 65 degrees.
All right, now, Mr. E, that's in Norfolk. Let me tell you, Virginia Beach is a little warmer. But I tell you what, we can expect like 70 degrees, 72 today.
Light rain.
It's going to rain absolutely, I think, until 3 o'clock. After 3, it's going to get kind of clear, a little cloudy, but I think that's perfect. It feels good outside.
Well, rain. We need it, though.
We need the rain. Yeah. We need the rain for the beautiful flowers and the birds and the bees and the trees and all that stuff. And I tell you what, it's good to be here, and it's good to just thank God for being in the land of the living.
That's right. Above dirt, ain't no grit in my eye, ain't no grit in my eyes, ain't no grit in my eyes. So we're thankful just to be in the land of the living.
Mr. You got a little bit delayed on our social media platform, but we're here. You all make sure if you want to see us on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Not Instagram on today, but you can see us on the platforms if you wish. You can keep listening to live radio if you wish.
That's right.
So, Mr. E, this is FYI's Wednesday's Sports Talk, and we are so excited because this is the NBA playoff.
That's right. It's the NBA playoff, and my God, what a great thing. In the NBA playoffs.
Absolutely. NBA playoffs. We got the winners, we got losers, we got what's going to happen, who's going home, who went home, why they went home, who's playing hard, who got hurt. I mean, we are going to really and it is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely great. Absolutely fantastic. Mr. E, we've been enjoying these playoff games. What can I say? Some upsets. Upsets, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Mr. E, what do you have for us? This is the NBA semifinal playoffs games 2025.
Well, Ms. Hinton, I just want to let excited about the Pacers because the Pacers are playing team ball. I like a ball game. I like a game when the teams are playing together. I like them when there is no one man show. Everybody depending on, and they're playing unity basketball.
Yes, listen, you got to give it to them. They are on fire. They're flying high. They look good. They're
Indiana Pacers, I got to give it to them, Miss Hinton. But before I get to that, I want to go back to Saturday's ball game. So we'll bring them up to today. So coming up Saturday that day, this is how the Thunders got to the place where they are. On Saturday, May the 24th, the Thunders lost to the Timberwolves, 143 to 101. Now that was 40 so many points.
Yes.
42 points that the Timberwolves beat the OKC.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot of points. Dynasty 3-1. And so then the Indiana Pacers they lost to the New York Knicks on Sunday. And the score was 106 to 100.
Are you surprised?
By 6 points.
Are you surprised?
So that gave them a 2-1 lead over there. So then we turned around and came back on Monday night. Mm-hmm. The Thunders played against the Timberwolves. Now, how in the world, you can answer this question for me. Some of our listeners might be able to answer. How in the world can the Thunders win against the Timberwolves, and then on Saturday or Sunday they lost by 42 points?
Yeah, okay. Can you explain that to me?
You got to help me with that.
Come on now.
At the 42 points, and then turn around on Sunday and on Monday and lose to the Thunders 128 by 2 points.
They had a bad night on Sunday.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what
they had a bad
say.
night, Mr. E.
And then the other day, the Knicks, they turned around and they lost to the Indiana Pacers 130 to 121, which was last night.
Can you say that again, Mr. E?
They lost 130 to 121 last night.
Absolutely.
Now, when they lost to, and that made that they did win last week. I mean, they just won last week. Both of them, the New York Knicks and the Timberwolves just won. But last night, Indiana Pacers broke that streak. Now the thing is, the series is 3-1.
It's 3-1
on both squads.
Absolutely. But now, with the Knicks, Mr. E, I thought that they would do a little bit better.
Couldn't do it.
You know, maybe by this time, maybe it's 3-2, I figured. But they just seem like they're lagging behind.
See, what happened was,
I mean, they are absolutely lagging behind.
That's right. They're lagging behind 130 to 121. And I'm saying to them, I'm saying that here's what our problem is. When you look at Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, Spike Lee, he took his first plane ride out there to Indiana to watch them lose.
Say that again, Mr. E.
Spike Lee went to Indiana to watch. That's where he was last night, at Indiana. And he was looking at them boys choke.
He think he's the manager.
He think he's the manager, yeah.
Or the owner, or
he
the
walks
coach.
around like he with all his New York gear on, and orange, looking like a big old pumpkin.
But the thing about his team, he just can't take the fact that New York is cutting up like this. Now we had high hopes for the Knicks.
Denzel Washington told him, said, "Look, I came to New York. Now you got to come to where I am." And then when he came down there, those Indiana boys showed up. They might not have been beat by so many points, but what, 130, 121. But you got to remember, they slowed down on them.
Yes.
They slowed down on them when they was playing against them. They did not put the pressure on them.
They didn't put the pressure on them, but they kind of, if you ask me, Mr. E had a chance. Just kind of. They could have gotten there. But for some reason, the Pacers are outpacing them. They're looking good. I told you they're flying high in the air. They're a united team. I don't know what you can do with them.
Well, I want to let our listening audience know also that if they hear some noise in the background, that what is going on is some construction going on at the station. We got people out there working, so we're trying to concentrate and also give you the best of everything.
Okay, we sure are.
So the Knicks played against the Pacers last night. Did you get an opportunity to see the game?
I did. I had one eye open and one. No, I didn't. I sat there and watched the game. I have come to grips that the Pacers are definitely in the house. The Knicks, that's a game that I hold dear because my brothers and them used to love the Knicks. I'm going by the brand, Mr. E.
Uh-huh.
And so, to see them lag, especially after a pretty good season, Mr. E, we got to look at both of them. I know you don't like looking at the seasons. You say, that was last year's snow.
That was last year's snow.
What I'm saying is when you have numbers like 51 for the Knicks and the Pacers 50, you know that the Knicks have a chance.
They have a chance, but
they had a
chance. Did you say had? I said had.
I say H-A-V-E.
I said H-A-D.
No,
had.
It's not over until it's over, Mr.
Because the thing right now is 3-1. They're getting ready to go right back to New York. They could be traveling to New York on tomorrow.
May be inspired.
The Knicks may be shutting down in their own Madison Square Garden.
You say they got one. They don't have. They can lose this one, and that's it. It's over.
Well, see, if they lose this one, it'd be 4-1. They can win this one. Now, here's what happened. They can win this one. It'll be 3-2, but it goes all the way back to Indiana.
Well, I'm, like I said, that's a brand that I really like. The Pacers, they got it going on. I'm a Brooklyn girl,
They going down.
New York.
Everybody from New York. Yeah. Everybody from New York. Y'all going down. Y'all going down like Charlie Brown. Going down.
And that's okay because, you've got to give props to whom, it's due. And the Pacers are doing their thing.
Well, when you look at the game, everybody comes out to the game. They had McEnroe, they had everybody from the actor. They even had the wrestlers out there, on last night. I said to myself, wow, look at all these folk come out here to see New York be destroyed.
The fans are going crazy too.
Crazy.
The Pacers fans are just fire. They're going crazy. New York is looking quite sad and silly.
They fighting.
They're fighting. Yeah. I heard. That's what I heard.
They're physically fighting, folk. Man walking down from the stadium, that somebody hit him in the back of his head. He was a New York fan that hit him because what's gonna happen when Indiana go to New York and destroy them?
Oh, right now, Mr. E. What about? Let's talk about the Timberwolves and the OKC. Oh, is OKC in the house? Is it a done deal, Mr.
Minnesota,
E?
go back to the winter part.
Right.
Go on back to the winter
part. Are you trying to say they don't have a chance?
They ain't got a chance. They don't have a chance tonight. The score is also the lead, 3-1. Now they can win tonight.
Absolutely.
And it goes back to OKC.
Absolutely.
And then when it goes back to OKC, guess what? They really gonna stop. I just don't understand how in the world can somebody beat a team by 42 points, Miss Hinton. OKC lost to the Timberwolves.
Something was wrong with that.
They lost them by 41 points, by 21 points.
And why?
I have no clue. I don't understand it. Then they turn around and lost to them by 12 points.
Mm-mm.
What happened? What happened to Minnesota?
Somebody didn't get their points. Who was that?
Now, they asked the Ant-Man. They said, Ant-Man, tell us, what's the problem?
What did he say?
He said,
just a bad day.
You can't have a bad day one day, win one day with a tremendous lead over somebody like OKC.
But Mr. E, with the pace they're going every other night, they're playing. These guys got to really,
Three
be
to one.
strong.
3 to
It's
1.
3-1.
Look at the
Mr.
numbers.
E.
Now you talking about looking at the numbers. Look at what the OKC numbers are. Can you please read to our listening audience the number?
Is it true? Okay. OKC.
What is the number of OKC?
60, wait a minute, 58.
No.
I mean, 60. Wait a minute. Let me get my eye right. Okay,
yeah.
I'll go to the Timberwolves first.
Okay.
40, 49.
Right.
All right. And then we have 68.
That's right.
For the OKC
68
Thunder.
and only lost
They
14 games.
Okay, so is that an indication that they go to the final? The final.
They are the champs. They are.
OKC.
I told y'all earlier.
But Mr. E, the Pacers, they're not no punks now. They really doing their thing.
Well, I told you earlier that who I'm looking for to be in the playoff, that would be Indiana and OKC.
Okay, but you're not going to give your prediction.
Yes.
Wait on your prediction. Wait on your prediction.
I'll give you my prediction.
If the Pacers get there.
Let me tell you, for the final after OKC and Indiana play, the real leaders will be OKC.
Oh, we shall see.
But
you can predict that, but we can't say it yet because we still playing that game.
Well, tonight is over with let's say we're not going to say, but tonight it can be over with for the Timberwolves.
Absolutely.
It can be. They can go home tonight. That's up to OKC.
Yes.
That's up to OKC. They can go home tonight.
They can go home tonight, but I would like to see both of the teams play a little bit longer.
No, let them go home.
Let's go ahead and tie. Let's go ahead and tie these games.
It will never tie.
Then let's go to the 7th game?
It will never tie.
I'd like to see that.
It will not tie because it's 3-2 now. 3-1 now.
3-1.
So if Timberwolves win tonight, it'll be 3-2. And then it goes back to
you can't say yet. Mr. E don't have a crystal ball out.
I'm looking at it. In my crystal ball, I see. You know the Wizard of Oz. I see. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. I see in the Wizards of Oz crystal ball. I see OKC. Oh, can you see?
Which is fine, which is good, but I just would like to see the games go on just a little bit more.
Well, who would you rooting for? OKC or Indiana Pacers?
Okay, now. OKC, of course, is in the house.
OKC or the Timberwolves. Who you rooting for?
Okay, so OKC is the fan favorite.
No, who are you?
OKC is the fan favorite.
You've been looking at these games for such a long time.
I have.
Now, you followed it all the way from the beginning of the playoffs.
I have.
You saw some win, and you saw great teams like the Lakers lose.
Ooh,
you saw the Celtics lose. You saw the Golden State Warriors lose. You saw Denver lose. You saw all these big name teams lose. Now you're down to the wire. Cleveland lost. You name it, and they lost. They lost. So what do you say about tonight? Go OKC versus the Timberwolves, and your prediction.
This is what I would love to see. OKC and the Knicks play. I would like to see them, but only for a certain reason.
Is your crystal ball got a blear in it?
I put a crack.
Do you remember those back in the day? They had those little black balls that you put underneath your chin and they tell you what's going on. Is that what you're using?
So this is the thing. OKC, the Pacers, of course, that's going to be an exciting game. But I just would like somebody to throw a wrench in it and get something that's unpredictable, like maybe OKC and the Knicks going toe-to-toe in the finals. Just to upset things a little bit.
But here's the reason why I say never that. And the reason for me saying never that is, one, because the Indiana Pacers is not going down like that.
Is it the way? Do you look at? Are you looking at the way the Knicks are playing, and you say, mm-mm,
I'm looking at the
mm-mm,
Knicks, and the Knicks cannot handle the young boys.
ooh,
Last night, as I began to look at Indiana Pacers and the Indiana and New York Knicks, I began to see them crumble last night.
ooh,
They got attitudes. They want to fight. They shove. They push. They
yes.
start playing dirty ball.
Oh wow.
Indiana was playing clean ball the whole night, but Indiana had to back themselves up and say, "Look, you ain't gonna punk us out like this. We ain't going down like this." You had Turner and all them boys that want to fight, roughneck. They want the rough house. But let me tell you, when you get an attitude like that, and you have a sour face, you going home. And I'm guarantee you, I talked to them last night. India, they ain't playing that game. They don't want to get physical. They got one more game to play against. They're going to have to play against the playoff. The playoff they're going to have to play against Indiana is going to be OKC.
Indiana got too much speed. They
Did you see
flying
that?
high.
Did you see that?
They got a lot of energy. This is the thing. When you seeing them play, it's just like they've been playing for the first time. I mean, they just got it. You know, they just have the stamina for it. They're lasting through out these semifinals.
And that's what's going to happen. If you look at the energy of Indiana and the energy of OKC, you're going to see speed against speed. This is what you're going to see. If Indiana and Timberwolves at AD cannot have, AD is only one man.
Mhm.
Ant-Man is only one man. He can't keep on trying to keep up with the Thunders, Williams and all them boys,
They
and
playing now.
you know, and if the MVP ain't hitting, then Williams is hitting. If Williams ain't hitting, then the center is hitting. They gonna bring out, and they got a bench. They got a bench. This is what folks fail to realize. They got people they can pull off the bench and put them into the game, and they just play just as hard.
All right. So look, we have them tonight, Timberwolves and the Thunders. What is your prediction?
Bye,
Those in the
Thunders.
chat, what are you thinking?
Bye,
How are
bye,
you thinking?
Timberwolf. Bye, bye. They going home. They are
Mr. E
going
said
home
they're going
tonight.
home.
If they win tonight and they take it back to, a lot of people like for them to go home and take it home to win. But I believe OKC want to beat them one more time in the Garden.
Well, we shall see.
In the Garden.
I tell you what, we want to say hi to Miss Sheila Robinson and our friends, Kristen Patty Fields. How are you? Hello. It's good to see you all. Who's your team? Who are you rooting for? Are you into basketball? I tell you what, these semifinal games are fire, and we are getting closer and closer to the finals. And we shall see. Mr. E said, OKC and the Pacers. If you have any other team that's playing as the fan favorite for you, put it in the chat. Let us know what you think.
OKC is saying to the Garden, I come to the Garden alone.
Oh, but Mr. E, that's the NBA.
That's
It's fire. Eventually, we will be to the finals. But I tell you what, who else is on fire? The WNBA. I got a chance to kind of like look over there at a little bit of the WNBA, and I'm telling you, they are trying it, pulling in fans, selling tickets. My daughter, my beautiful daughter, got a chance to go to the WNBA and see your girl.
That's one. She went to the best game in the whole wide world. Anytime you go and see the Fevers play,
Yes.
I mean, when you look at Caitlin, Caitlin is running the whole football league. I've never seen so many folks so upset with that young lady. She stepped on the court. They ready to dump her. She walked down the hallway. They ready to get her. Caitlin is the one.
She is fantastic, but you
bringing the boys to the yard.
Bringing the boys to the yard, playing great basketball. Crystal was really, really into it. And then they played Brittany Grind and
Yeah.
their team.
Yeah.
And they lost. Brittany didn't hit but 2 points, but she tried.
But Brittany is one of the first ones that ever dunked out there.
She's good. She just a little, got to come up a little bit.
She got to trim down some. She got to get some of that heavy duty. That
she's a mommy now.
She's
a mom now.
She's a BMW body made.
No, you just thickums.
Yeah, BMW. She can't carry that weight up and down that court.
Oh, right now, Mr. E. Why you say that?
When you look at Caitlin, when you look at Angel Reese, yes. They carrying that weight. They up and down that court like nothing ever happened to them.
That's true, but you all keep watching that as well. WNBA, we're going.
Because they go into the playoff. They can have their playoff.
They're
also.
Gonna do that thing, absolutely. Yeah. But I tell you what, Mr. E, it's been great talking about these games. Look, make sure you all listen to the games, and we will be back on Monday with Monday Sports Talk to talk about it all. Look, be blessed.
Just before we go,
yes.
What's your prediction?
For tonight. Okay. Let's see. I did say okay, didn't I? Okay, can you see? Okay, see. Let's see what they do, Mr. E.
What about for the whole playoff? You have a prediction?
I just have a feeling that OKC is in the house. But the Pacers are a contender. You never know. It could be the Pacers. They may end up the final straw.
Wrong answer.
Woo! We shall see. Want to bet?
Yes.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, the Sports Talk with Ed Everett and Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. For more information about FYI, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern, or if you want to be in our audience, email us your email, and we email you right back and let you know what day and time, where you send your email to FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 on WPCE 1400 Peace, 95.3 FM, WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9 FM, and on all social media platforms. Have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. Bye now.
All right. Mr. E is all the way okay. See?
That's right.
And we're gonna see, because hey, you can't mess with the record.
Oh,
you can't mess with that record or either the Pacers.
Let me tell you, Miss Hinton, a lot of people don't, as looking at it. I had a guy by the name of Alvin Rooks look at me the other day, and he wanted to tell me that Ant-Man gonna show out. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. I stood, and then he had enough nerve to call me back and say, "Prophet."
You knew what you was talking about.
I knew what I'm talking about, because I'm looking for OKC and Indiana to be in the playoff. Now that's going to be a real good game. That's going to be the best of 7. I'm looking for the Indiana Pacers to go up against OKC, and the outcome of that whole game. The outcome will be the OKC.
We shall see. They got a good chance. The Pacers, you got a good chance. The Knicks, we'll be praying. But we'll be praying for you on your next game, because this is going to really tell the truth.
Yeah.
So look, listen, you guys, we got some upcoming shows. FYI After Dark. Of course, we're going to be doing Around the Town with Everette. This is the E. Relationships 2025 with Alicia Bennett. We got Katrina Burns, and we have our friend. Who's our friend? The love of the doctor.
John Veer.
Mr. Veer.
Yeah.
And Tony Veer.
Veer.
We'll be talking with them. We're going to get a date, and we'll let you know. We'll announce it. Mr. Jason Baker is going to be on a Wednesday evening, cryptocurrency. We have him scheduled, cryptocurrency, money and more. That's on Wednesday, June the 4th. Also, the fitting crisis, Mr. E, ever since Mr. Michael has been on and Miss Veronica has been over to see the girls to talk about it. We've been hearing more and more about what's going on with the fentanyl crisis. I've got some information for you, Mr. E,
Yeah.
for around the town with some of the classes and things, education that is available for more, for parents and for students that want to get more information about this crisis. Also, Fun Friday is coming up, women's issues. We're going to be talking about a great topic then. We have water safety tips, of course. We have travel safety tips. And we would love for you all to follow us on social media. Mr. E is going to tell you how you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FY.
If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern, or if you'd like to be in our audience, that's right. All you have to do is email us and we'll email you back. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, all you got to do is go to FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, leave all your pertinent information, and we'll get back with you. Or you can inbox us on Facebook at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can give us a call at 757-714-7861.
Okay, so look, we will see you then. Instagram, we're so sorry we couldn't get you on. But I tell you what, we're going to see you again on Fun Friday. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down. VA.